Everybody, it's your main man, Anthony Brogdon on the 1 and 2s, and I got a good-looking smart lady on the channel today. Let me tell you something, my friend. She got that PhD, and she's so smart. When she wrote the paper, they said we ain't got to read it, just come on over. She got all A's. I'm just taking liberty here, right here, my friend. She got all A's in grade school, high school, college, and all that stuff. And she's a good person because she is helping preserve Black history in her nearby area. And she is so tight that she is the coordinator, along with the volunteers and others like her, to help pull off a festival that we need to go to. And so, excuse me for a second, I got excited here. My name is Anthony Brogdon. My name is Anthony Brogdon. You know, I'm the guy that's just trying to do something a little extraordinary, and I can feel that you all are watching me because I get comments, and I'm getting a lot more comments of people who like the videos that I have on the channel. So come on now, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It don't ask no information. Hit the like button on this video because she gonna say it succinctly, eloquently, and all them other leads that you want to get in on. Just gonna watch out. You're gonna like this, I'm telling you. And then hit the notifications bell for when the videos come up. You get a ding, a shock, a smoke signal, or your lights flicker in and out of your house. The horn on your car goes. I don't know. You get something to let you know that there is some good Black history on Strong Inspirations, where we give it to you straight, no chasing. Now I gotta go fast here because this lady, let me tell you something. Listen to what she got to say of how important this is, of where she volunteers and works and coordinates, and the festival that they have coming up. But just before that, let me tell you, did you see the video I just put up with the guy out of Hawaii talking about Black history in Hawaii? Watch that video. Did you see the one I put up with the guy who talks about the history of Black music? Watch that video. Did you see the one I put up? And this is leading into her. There's a good friend of mine. He's been on the show 3 times, and he comes on anytime he wants to, like all my other guests, where he's having a festival coming up in the next week or so, you know, prior to this, here in September 8th through the 10th in Charleston, South Carolina, not far from where this sister is. And his festival is a weekend of scholars and musicians and all them good people. And they're going to talk about when Black folks won in slave rebellions. When we won, we might not have won the whole war, but we won in a occurrence or not. And one of them he's going to talk about is the Stono Rebellion. Black folks fled down there. I think it's in South Carolina. You got to go down there and hear him. And they was going through the plantations, and they was, you know, doing some devastating acts to get them free, to free other Black people. And they were successful for a while. Well, you know, it was a lot of them white folks. They got heavy artillery and stuff. So it had a bad ending. But nonetheless, they put their life on the line for strangers. Said, we ain't having this no more. So check him out. Check out that video. His name is Joseph McGill, and he sleeps in slave cabins. I got a video of him in a cabin. He slept where the slaves slept. Mm-hmm. He do this for a living, so to speak. So watch him out. Watch them videos and all them other stuff. And then I'm going fast, everybody. You know, I got a movie. I'm this serious about my game. Took me 3 years to do it. It's called Business in the Black: The Rise of Black Business in America. And one of the notes in my film is how slaves got an education. And some of them were so proficient, they went to college. And people say, well, how did that happen? Well, I mean, there were HBCUs open before slavery ended. Now, I ain't gonna say they were slaves at the time. I ain't gonna lie to you, but some of them did. They just got out of slavery. Some of them just fled. And one of the instances that we talk about in my film is where she volunteers. It's called the Penn Center. I'm hitting you around to her. So watch my movie. Is streaming on Amazon. And then I took it one step further and I wrote a book on this topic. The book is a little more thorough because I could get more in it, more facts. It's 200 of them. And it's easy to read. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't tell nobody I said this. I ain't no big reader, probably like my guest. She read them big books. I ain't no big reader. So give it to me real easy. And that's what I do in my book. Okay. I don't add no commentary. I give you the fact, and if you don't believe me, I give you the resource where I found the fact. One of them that, and many of them that I talk about, did you know that there were slaves who owned businesses and used the profits to buy their freedom? That blew my mind. I was an adult. I mean, I didn't know that. That would have messed me up, made me, inspired me more. That's what I do in my book. And the book is available on my website. Just go to my website, businessintheblack.net. And I'm doing a few other things, my friends. I'm jamming in my own right. I'm jamming, and I'm so excited this lady came on the channel. I just happened to call the number. They gave me her number. I called. She said, when you want to do it, because I want people to come down, because they're going to rock. You're going to come out of this situation, your mind blown. Over a weekend, she's going to tell it all to you. Now, before I get to it, one more thing. You hear me use this term strong a lot. Strong is my favorite word. I kind of wish my middle name, I do wish my middle name was Strong. I've been saying Strong for about, 20, 30 years now. And Strong stands for strength, tenacity, resilience, and a sense of oneness, stability, and grace. And that is my introduction to my guest today. She's a strong lady. Watch out. Come on, introduce yourself. Thank you for being on Strong Inspirations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Marie Gibbs. I am a Gullah lady who lives on St. Helena's Island, South Carolina. And we talk about being strong. We are the epicenter of strong people. Right where I stay, we are the place or the site where the first emancipated slaves were educated on St. Helena's Island. We were the first landowners on St. Helena's Island, South Carolina. We are strong people on St. Helena's Island. We are proactive people on St. Helena's Island. We show up, we stand up, and we speak up on St. Helena's Island. With owning land, that gives you great power. So I come to you this afternoon with information on a wonderful Heritage Day celebration. We haven't had Heritage Days in 2 years, but we're back. We're back with power and tenacity. We want you to come to our Heritage Days this year. This is our 38th celebration. And when we started as a one-day event, which spread it out to 3 days, 3 days of spiritual, 3 days of dancing, 3 days of food, 3 days of inspiration, 3 days of fun. It's like going back in time and learning about where we came from. It's like a family reunion. We have symposium that talks about the current event that's going on in the world. We also, with us, church is first. So we have a religious service on Thursday afternoon. We have an artist, Sonia Evans Griffin. She comes on Thursday evening to show artwork. We guys, people on St. Helena's Island, we are the place you need to be. Our event starts on Thursday, November 10th with Low Country Supper, frogmore stew, fried fish, chicken, Low Country boil. Come on down and eat. We also will have a theater. We're going back in time. We're going to dress like that time. We're going to be our founders, Laura Town, Ellen Maury. We're going to talk about how we got started. So we do the whole thing. On Friday, Youth Day, children will have a whole day for kids to come there. Show them blacksmith, tie-dye, washboard and wash tubs. We have quilting, basket weaving, everything you name it, we do it for kids. Jump roping, everything we have. Hair braiding, things that we did growing up. We'll show them how it was with demonstration. And don't forget sweetgrass making. All of that will be that Friday. And that night, we'll have music and a fish fry. Fish with a head on too, and fillet, but we want head on down here.
Okay.
And Saturday morning, on the 12th, we have a grand parade marshal, about 60 units in that parade. We start at our local school, we end at Penn Center, and Penn Center sits on 50 acres of land. So we have a lot to show people when they come out to see us. That is a grand time, and this year is gonna be very special because this year we're celebrating our 160th anniversary of being here. One day we've never closed. And with our kickoff ceremony will be 30 years celebration, celebrating the daughter of the dust. Many people in this island was a part of that movie. We're gonna show them where it was now and see where you are now when you were in that movie. So this event, 3-day event, we're looking forward to it, and we hope to see everyone there. You will not be disappointed, I can tell you. Our average guest, 20,000 people strong every year.
Oh, really?
Wall to wall people.
Okay, now I got a couple questions. Let's go
Okay.
back to the beginning.
Okay.
Where is St. Helena Island? How you pronounce it first?
St. Helena's Island.
Helena. Okay.
St. Helena's Island.
Helena?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where is that?
That's located on the outskirts of Beaufort County, South Carolina. And if you're ladies out in South Carolina, you go, once you cross the bridge, you're on St. Helena's Island. On this island, there are many islands, but St. Helena is a unique island. So you Google it.
Okay. How about this?
Google it.
Well, if I'm from out of town, where do I fly to get there?
You're going to come into Savannah Airport, Savannah Hilton Head Airport. Yeah.
Okay. But how about this? How far is it from Atlanta? Because
it's about 4 hours from Atlanta. About 4 hours driving. Yeah.
Okay. So people in Atlanta and all that in that area, it's an easy drive. You take what highway to get there? Do you know?
I think 21. I guess 21. I'm not sure about highway, but it's 21. 21 bring you straight here.
Okay.
To us.
So you go. How far are you from Savannah?
45 minutes.
How far are you from Charleston?
About the same way, about 35, 40 minutes from Charleston.
Okay, so when you're there, you can get some of that other vibe too. When you
right,
so on and so forth. Okay, now how big is the island?
The island is about I think 1,700 square feet. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take us back. You mentioned the Penn Center. What is the Penn Center? What tell us a little bit of that history.
Okay, Penn Center is a national landmark district. We are at Penn Center. This was the first place where emancipated slaves were educated on this campus. When the Civil War started, this island was inhabited by Southern planters. When the war came, those Southern planters fled this island and they abandoned about 10,000 enslaved people to fend for themselves. Then help came. 2 women from Pennsylvania came to our rescue through the Freedmen Association. They set up a relief fund that brought teachers in from Philadelphia to educate the newly emancipated slaves. And that was called the Port Royal Experiment. They wanted to find out if these newly emancipated people could transition into freedom and have a sustainable life. At that school, they taught carpentry, masonry, blacksmith, mechanics, and they had a cobbler shop too. And from this school, we had our own first doctor, Dr. York W. Bailey. He served us for over 50 years. Even when he became blind, he practiced to his apprentice. So when you come to Helena and to Penn Center, your ancestors will enter your body. I'm not kidding.
Why do they call it Penn Center?
It was named after William Penn, who really was instrumental in making sure that the emancipated people had what they needed.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, what else is in St. Helena Island?
Right on our campus, I go back to our campus, always start at home. We have 2 Reconstruction era monument on campus. We have a place called Fort Fremont there. We have the Chapel of Ease. We also have a beach, Hunting Island Beach near us. So when you come here, you are surrounded by history all around us. Of course, beaches,
I love it.
good
Okay.
fishing.
And then there's a famous church right there next across the way, isn't it?
Brick Church.
Yeah,
Brick
I heard
Church.
about it. Yeah.
Brick Church was built in 1855, and now that is part of the Reconstruction or Monument building. Once that was part of the Penn Center, but for preservation and keep it from being taken over, it became part of the National Reconstruction Era Monument, which was dedicated in by President Barack Obama at that time.
Okay.
So,
okay. Let me ask you this. We got just a couple more questions. Now, the Penn Center, is that one building? You say campus.
No, Penn Center sits on 50 acres of land.
Okay.
Donated by Black landowner Hastings Gant. 50 land on this island runs from water to road. And guess what? Living on this island, Black people still own 55% of the land on this island.
Okay. So do a lot of the local native, no, I shouldn't say native, but the local people come out and help participate and that kind of thing? And
yes, they do. That's like, yeah. They participate in the stage. We have a center stage show. We look for local people to come and show their talent. That's what we're about, showing people what we have right on this island. They come out, not only that and perform, they come out and support the event. It's like homecoming.
I love it.
Family reunion.
Let me ask you a couple more. What about, you mentioned the food that you all cook there. So for one price, a weekend price, you ain't got to say what the price is. I want people to go to the website, but for one price, they can participate in all the activities. Or is it a la carte, or how do you do that?
Well, what you do, you pay an entrance fee. It's only $5 to come in. And once you come in,
really?
We have vendors. We have vendors there. You go to your vendors. Then, but we have some things you pay for it yourself. It's a vendor. We have vendors there selling all kind of gotta have Gullah food. Yeah. Everything we do is about the Gullah culture and tradition.
Really? Okay. And then so you start out what time in the morning? What time do you normally end at night? That kind of thing.
We start from 9 to 4 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday is our biggest day with our parade. That's when the center stage starts at 12 o'clock. That's when we show off all our activities, our dancing, our singing. It's just a big program we have planned for our guests coming onto the campus.
One couple more that come to mind. Where do people stay for lodging?
They stay on campus. We have 3 Airbnb on campus. We have a building that sleeps 37 people. We have a house that sleeps 12 on one side of the campus. On the other side, we have that sleep about 15. We have accommodation on campus, plus the hotels in Beaufort, about 15 minutes away from campus.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I like this sleeping on campus. So when you're sleeping on campus, you're getting the real feel. I mean, is it modern, or is it still kind of like what it was back in the day?
Well, no, being a national landmark district, you have to keep we cannot change the architectural design of the buildings on campus. So it's the same way it was, but we have done updated on. You have air conditioning, you have hot and cold water, you have that. Yeah. So we just can't change the structure of the building and the design, but everything is working modern in the houses.
I love it. And is it easy parking or something like that for people who rent cars? You got, that kind of thing.
We have 50 acres of land. We have plenty of parking. Parking won't be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And normally in November, what's the weather like?
Weather is really nice and crisp. Weather is, it's a little jacket, but weather's gonna be great.
Maybe a light jacket.
Light jacket. You bring a light, you'll take it off during the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And so, what's the website for people to go to get involved and so on and so forth?
www.penncenter.com. www.penncenter.com. You'll see all the activities, all the application, everything you need to become involved with Penn Center. And there's a big donation buttons there too.
Okay, I got maybe a couple more for people who are on the edge. Is there somewhere they can do some moonshine drinking, or something like that? Is that prohibited?
I'm not liberty to say what you can do, but you do what you can do. Because
Okay,
we have RV parking too. A lot of people bring RVs. Right now we have about 15 RVs already signed up. So when you're RV, you do what you gotta do. What you do in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Okay, I love it. One more. Is there some night that we do a dance?
Oh yeah, yeah. We have dance Friday night. Along with the fish fry, there's a dance under the moon, under the stars.
Yeah, because see, what you said was it's over at 4, but there's still some activities
The vendors are closed at 4, but that's when we come in and do our Friday night dance under the stars.
Okay, now we're gonna rock and roll.
That's not for little kids though.
Yeah,
that's
I got
adults.
you. Okay, now we rocking and roll. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, and then this is lastly, this is a big fundraiser for the Penn Center.
It is a fundraiser, one of our biggest fundraiser. During the pandemic, we were not able to have events that would bring donations or money into our nonprofit organization, but this is the first year we're doing that, and we're hoping to raise a lot of money from this event.
I love it. I love it. Okay, everybody. What is there a question that I have not asked you? Something that she wanted to close us out with, or something like that to say?
Yeah, I would say come and support us. This is our 38th anniversary and 160th anniversary of being the epic center of history. And remember, this is the place that Dr. King organized the civil rights movement. So if you come down, you see where he worked, where he planned and strategized the March on Washington. And I'll leave you with this. This is also where he drafted that famous speech, "I Have a Dream."
Oh, really? Okay,
Yes.
the questions keep coming. Okay, what should I bring in terms of clothes? Is there a particular attire one night that I need to be a part of? Like, is it a white night?
Dress light and bring a jacket. That's it.
Okay.
Dress light, bring a jacket. You should just need a jacket.
But then you said if I got some clothes that look like of the era, I definitely wear those.
Yeah, you look at your jeans and shirt. That's all, jeans and shirt,
okay,
casual.
Okay,
casual.
I got
casual
you.
dress.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Well, hey everybody, I got a little known secret. I'm gonna be there. Y'all come and meet me. I'm gonna be there, and we're gonna rock them. She gonna rock them because it's already prepared for the rock 'em, sock 'em, and we're gonna rock them because I'm coming and we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna learn this history about this famous, iconic, historic spot in our history that helped educate those emancipated people. And what year was that? What year?
1862.
1862.
1862. We were people in this island. We were emancipated. We were being educated, and we were landowners in 1862. The people living on St. Helena's Island.
There you go, everybody.
Yes,
come on,
sir.
Let's go down there. Let's meet.
Sir.
Let's rock and roll, everybody. And so to you, my sister, I say this. Thank you for coming on.
And thank you for having me.
I want to say this, and I mean this with all sincerity. I really mean this. I want you to stay strong, stay safe, stay on your grind, because I love what you're doing. We didn't get into your background, but you smart lady and all that other stuff. And you got a consciousness to volunteer to help make sure that this thing stays alive and even improve as it does over the years and get bigger and bigger and more effective. So when we walk down there, we're going to be like, and it's going to be well organized, everybody. It's going to start on time. This ain't CP time. It's going to start on time. The people down there, they ready. They getting ready months in advance. So don't have no worries there. And then you can sleep in a place that's going to make you feel like how it felt. Which is going to be different. So I thank you again for coming on Strong Inspiration.
Thank you. And you won't be disappointed.
Won't be disappointed.
Nope.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.